Yes. Because I think a lot of people will get this picture you're painting, but what they don't understand is how it went wrong. And perhaps since they say a member of staff of INEC was also fingered, we can as well look at what he did to have actually compromised the whole process on that election day.
Good. Although my train of thought is stopped for now, but let me quickly address that. With respect to that, one of the things that I was a bit depressed about was the fact that you said INEC admitted, INEC confessed, INEC did the chairman, and so on and so forth. Quite frankly, the chairman, from inception, has told the whole world that in his service to the country, and those of us who are working there, we shall be true to the Nigerian people at all times. If anything goes wrong, we will acknowledge it, because it is better acknowledge an error and correct it than to preserve it. The fact that that should be a virtue on the part of a man to say, look, from the report on the field, a staff was responsible for that challenge. And what did he do? In the Anambra election, we have customized the what you call the from EC8A. It's no longer a case where you can take from EC8A from point A, B, C, D, and you can use it anywhere. In fact, you can take from another state. The result sheet is, they are all now, ballot paper are PU specific ward local government in their respective codes. This stuff in question, don't forget that we held the election in 21 local governments, where the issue really, without prejudice to a few isolated challenges which normally we have seen in elections, was in one local government and in one area in that intermediate north, for instance. Now, what they did was there was a mix-up of the results and a mix-up of the materials. Now, by the time they discovered, because time on election day is an asset that you cannot recover once the time has been fixed, and you don't plan on election day, all your planning must be done before the election. So they mix up all the material in that particular area. So material moved out before they could retrieve. Time was already gone.
And I like this see this coming.
Listen, we are saying that you deploy a total of over 10,000 people. 10,000 people. Yeah, because in 4,806 polling units. In a total of 21 local government, 326 wards.
In spite of
that in one area, one local government,
which is very key.
Significant. If look for us, it was talk about equality of votes, equality of polling unit, equality of ward, irrespective of the numbers in those areas. So quite frankly, every genuine concern that all must take place within is accepted. But the point now is this: there was a mix-up. Now that mix-up, could it be deliberate? All right, it's a question.
It was compromised.
All right, was it genuine? Another genuine mistake which anybody could make is a different thing altogether. However, to the extent,
no, but he was compromised.
Hold on. You see,
is that not what was said?
No. You see, information is better than opinion. You must get the fact first.
Now, what did the chairman say?
When you say a process is compromised, the compromise
a member of staff. That's the question that came through.
A member of staff
of INEC.
Listen, a member of staff. A member of staff compromised the process. Compromising the process does not necessarily mean does not give only one meaning. Because, for instance, it is clear that there was a mix-up of the entire document.
Why will
what have done in that particular area? Hold on, in that particular area, so that we don't stay on this point for too long. It was mixed up.
No, it's
now beautifully, all of us, all the stakeholders, those who were there, recognize that we had issue there. Now the people now say, look, no, because time has gone, the election should hold the day after. All right, which was supposed to be on Sunday. Now it was what they now committed to. I said, okay, that's okay. It should be done in that area. The point here is this, Chamberlain and the Nigerian people. We have been to other parts of the world. Our appeal and the need to do this kind of engagement is to let Nigerian people know that where, for instance, and that's the basis of the preliminary remarks I made, that you deploy a huge number of people like this, and we have found something that was wrong. What was good for us was to acknowledge. Because this is the same country where in 2007, ballot paper was said to still be in South Africa.
Yeah, well,
I'm looking at time now.
Yes,
because we're looking at 2014. And already we have seen about 4 elections.
Yes.
Now, we're not talking about general elections.
Yes.
We've seen elections in Edo.
Yes.
We've seen elections in
we'll come to
Anambra.
that.
And we still have cases in court.
So absolutely.
What do we do now? What is INEC putting in place to make these things a smooth process so that we have less and less litigations?
There are boundaries of responsibility and accountabilities. Security is within not our remit. Issues of pre-election matter in court is outside our jurisdiction. All right? So we must be able to know who is supposed to do what. But in Anambra, for instance, on the register, INEC, for instance, gave a copy to stakeholders. You remember there's an issue about another copy was brought again. What happened? When a copy is given to you, it is expected that you will also go, because what we are doing is that it must be a collective responsibility. It must be open, because Nigeria must take ownership of the entire process.
They must have confidence.
Now, very important
confidence.
Of course, I will come to that. What is clear from what we have seen outside of the world is that in America, when we went there in the last election, they said, welcome to the celebration of democracy in America. That our electoral process is built on trust. What is going on in Nigeria, from what we have seen from 2011, is a reflection of the level of trust that brought the outcome of that election. And we must continue to build on that trust process. In doing so, what did INEC do with respect to that register? When the copy was given to the stakeholder, nobody found that there was something wrong. Before they were about to print, you know what happened? The commission discovered that the age of every person on that register, including those who had just been registered in the continual voter registration before the election, there was a deduction by 2 years.
Mr. Igini,
that is to say,
I think we remember that age story.
No, it's very important. You need to get.
I know.
Margaret, you need to get. Let me just very quickly. Let me just give you what happened there. There's a difference between date of birth and a mathematical number of age. Now they used, in the code of printing, they used what they call the soft code that we normally, when you went to register, Nigeria, you remember this very well. When you say you are 1967, you don't need to tell us as at 2011 your age, whether you are 40 something. It will automatically be deducted, because there's a soft code that will now make that subtraction. Now in the one that was given earlier, if you were 20 years old, it will take you back to 80. If you were 80, it took you back to 16. That was what was discovered. When it was discovered, they now changed that software, because they used the one of 2011 instead of 2013. Because you will minus 2013 from 1967, for instance, it will give you, as at this year, what's supposed to be your age. So the difference between date of birth and age. So when that was discovered, the chairman was in that Anambra on the Wednesday, and called the entire state. So, gentlemen, we gave you a register the other time. This is what, in line with his avowed commitment, that we must, anything that you see, because it's everybody's process and all that, let it not be discovered later. Look, this is what we have found. It does not affect your name, does not affect the total number of register on the roll. That is the whole issue about the second register.